When you are in a mood for a heartwarming book to read, try this list of uplifting books that will surely boost your mood. These books are a perfect escape when you need just an infusion of hope and happiness in your life. These books will make you laugh, these books will make you cry, these books will give you hope and touch the very core of your heart. Stay tuned. Hello everyone, I am Shalu. Welcome to my channel where I post videos related to books. If you are new here, then do subscribe to my channel for new bookish videos every week. This year I had so many moments when I struggled to find hope or happiness. We were stuck at home, worrying about the pandemic, natural disasters, climate change, economy and whatnot. Almost everyone I have spoken to has struggled at some point. When it just gets too much, I turn to books for comfort. In today's video, I bring to you some amazing heartwarming reads that will surely lift your spirits. So without further ado, let's get started. The first book is The Miracles of the Namiya General Store by Keigo Higashino. My regular viewers might know how much I love Keigo Higashino's works. Keigo Higashino is best known for his best-selling crime thrillers. But contrary to his other works, The Miracles of Namiya General Store is not a crime thriller. With this book, Higashino has gone a different way and shows his hidden flair for feel-good stories. This heartwarming novel is a collection of short stories that come together at the end. Three derelict youths, Asuya, Kohei and Shota, break into an abandoned general store to escape from the law. As they are hiding in the abandoned building, something unexpected happens. A letter comes through the mail slot even though there is nobody at the other end of the door to drop it. And even stranger is the fact that the letter is old, written years ago and is asking for advice. There is a bit of a time travel to the book as the stories go back and forth into the past and present. This book shows a different yet familiar side of Keigo Higashino's writing. It has the same Keigo Higashino essence of eerie calmness just like in Devotion of Suspect X. But instead of exploring the bonds and consequences of doing something terrible like a murder, this book shows what happens when people go out of their way to help each other. This book incorporates the concept of magical realism in a beautiful and emotional way. Even though it is not a murder mystery, the thrill of finding out how one story connects with the rest will keep you hooked till the end. This novel is pretty enjoyable for readers of all ages. Pick this book up if you want a book that will tug at your heartstrings. The next book is The Reading List by Sarah Nisha Adams. This unforgettable and heartwarming book is a delight for book lovers. A chance encounter with a list of library books helps in forging an unusual friendship between two very different people in a London suburb. An aging widower and a lonely teenager girl form an unusual friendship by bonding over books, which changes their lives for the better. Widower Mukesh lives a quiet and lonely life in Wembley after the death of his beloved wife. He shops for groceries every Wednesday, goes to temple and worries about forging a bond with his granddaughter Priya, who is an avid reader. Mukesh is very lonely and longs for a hearty conversation with his daughters. Alicia is a bright but anxious teenager working at the local library for the summer. She has never been a reader, but she is intrigued when she finds a handwritten reading list tucked in a just returned book. The list contains of novels she had never heard of before. Impulsively, she decides to read the first book on the list. When Mukesh arrives at the library and pushes Alicia for a book recommendation, she has little to offer. She becomes defensive and even rude. She regrets her behavior and as a way to apologize, she recommends Mukesh the first book on the reading list, which was To Kill a Mockingbird. She also decides to read all the books on the reading list herself, rationalizing that this will help her pass the long days at the library. As the stories give up their magic, the books transport Alicia from the painful realities she is facing at home. When Mukesh asks for another book recommendation, Alicia shares another book from the reading list, hoping that it will prove to be a lifeline for him too. Slowly, their shared books help to create a connection between the two lonely souls and help them to escape from the loneliness and grief they are facing and find joy again in their lives. This is such a sweet story that will touch your heart, sad but yet so uplifting. The book is full of references from popular and classic novels. This book is an ode for book lovers all over the world. It focuses on readings as a means of processing and coping with challenging life events. The book starts slow but gradually captures your heart. A must read for all book lovers. The next book is Brit Mary Was Here by Fredrik Backman. When I talk about heartwarming novels, how can I forget Fredrik Backman? Just like Backman's bestseller, A Man Called Ove, this novel also features a very particular protagonist who is forced to navigate a challenging set of circumstances. This is the story of an elderly woman who spends her entire life feeling invisible and taking care of others. But finally, she finds meaning, purpose, and happiness in a small town with many misfits. If you have loved Ove, then you are going to absolutely adore Brit Mary. At the age of 63, Brit Mary is on her own. She has left her cheating husband and is in search of employment for the first time in decades. Her search for employment takes her to a rundown town called Bogue. There are very few opportunities available as the economy has shut down the major businesses. There are only two noticeable things in Bogue, that is, the soccer and the pizzeria. Here Brit Mary meets a quirky cast of characters, including orphan children, a criminal, a former football player, and a policeman. But they are all so pure at heart and loving towards each other. As the children rally around her, Brit Mary finds herself in charge of their so-called soccer team. What begins as a light-hearted tale turns into a heartwarming story about what it means to forge friendships at the most unlikely places. Backman has once again created the most endearing characters, ones that cannot be soon forgotten. Such a heartwarming, funny, and witty story. The next book is Finding Chica, a Young Girl, an Earthquake, and Making of a Family by Mitch Albom. In Finding Chica, the best-selling author Mitch Albom shares his life-changing experience of caring for a young orphan, Chica. Finding Chica is a celebration of a young girl, her guardians, and the incredible bond that they formed. Chica was born in Haiti, 3 days prior to the 2010 earthquake that destroyed much of the country, in which an estimated 2.5 lakh people were killed. After her mother dies giving birth to Chica's brother, Chica was adopted by Have Faith Haiti Orphanage, which was managed by Mitch Albom. Mitch Albom and his wife Janine became the legal guardians of Chica. This book is so sad and yet so inspiring and life-affirming. This is a story about adoption, battling cancer, death and grief. But this is also a story about goodness, hope and humanity. Finding Chica is a reflection on the magic of children and the extraordinary lengths that their parents will go to protect them. Chica's story is simultaneously uplifting and tragic. Mitch Albom bears his soul in this beautiful tribute to a short yet impactful life. I highly recommend reading this memoir, which is both heartwarming and heartbreaking. All author profits from this book go to the Have Faith Haiti Orphanage. The next one is Me Before You trilogy by Jojo Moyes. The Me Before You trilogy follows the story of Louisa Clark through love, heartbreak, and life-changing decisions as she discovers who she really is. There are 3 books in this series: Me Before You, After You, and Still Me. The first book in the trilogy, Me Before You, is the moving story of a young woman, Louisa Clark, who finds herself employed as a caretaker to a quadriplegic man, Will Traynor. Her job isn't just about caring for Will, but also about making him happy. This seems like an impossible task as Will is quite stubborn and hopeless about life. Louisa and Will's journey comes with many hardships and challenges, but also love and laughter. This book will make you happy, it will make you sad, it is so tragic and still so heartwarming. In the second book, After You, Louisa endures loss of a loved one, moves out of town, nearly dies, and then falls in love again. In the third book, Still Me, Louisa finds herself in her biggest challenge yet, and that is living in New York City. The third and final installment of this trilogy is a beautiful ode to self-discovery. You will witness Louisa's growth as a woman, moving to a bigger city, embracing life's challenges and turning them into victories. This trilogy is so heartwarming and such a beautiful read. And the last book is The Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Pie Society by Mary Ann Schaeffer and Annie Barrows. This heartwarming story is about how love of reading brings an unlikely group of friends together. It is their love of reading that helps them sustain through the World War II and its aftermath on the occupied island of Guernsey. During early 1946 in London, Juliet Ashton, a British author, is trying to rebuild her life after the war. She has lost her house, her possessions, and most regrettably, her book collection. Out of the blue, she responds to a correspondence started by a Guernsey resident, Dossie Adams. Dorsey Adams has found her name and address in a second-hand book once owned by Juliet. Through this initial contact, Juliet meets an entire community at Guernsey, and the course of her life is redirected. This is such a heartwarming, uplifting, and feel-good book. It has something for everyone: romance, tragedy, world war, friendships, and a love for reading. It is a pure delight for book lovers. The quirky people of Guernsey will cheer you up and brighten your day. So these were some heartwarming books that I highly recommend. Have you read any of these books? If yes, do share your thoughts in the comment section. And if you have enjoyed this video, then please like, comment and share. And if you want to see more such videos, then please subscribe to my channel and do not forget to hit the bell icon so that you get notified every time I post a new video. Until my next video, bye and take care.